What up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Fanwagon. My name is Alan, and that means that I'm bringing you guys another Hot Toys review from the Batman v Superman Hot Toys line. Now, Hot Toys has really done, something special with these three figures that I have. Some of the best work that I've seen them, do so, thus far. Still got Wonder Woman to come, Deadpool, and the whole Civil War line. So we'll see if they can step the game up anymore. But let's get this review going by first hitting that subscribe button down below before we start this video, and let's go ahead, dive into the box, get this review going. Boom. One, and outro. Well guys, as you guys can see, here's the box for this figure. It falls in suit with all the rest of the Batman v Superman Hot Toys. You have that emblem in the middle with three portrait pictures. You do have a picture of the armored bat, Ben Affleck's face. In the middle you do have Batman and Superman squaring off. And then on the far right, you have a picture of the bat symbol. And if I go ahead and zoom out, you guys can see that there's a Gotham City skyline in the middle with the bat symbol in the sky. Then on the outside of this V, you have the texture from the armored Batman suit, followed by the Batman v Superman logo down at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this, get the inner layer out, show you the cast and crew responsible for making this. So here's the inner layer falling in suit with the rest of the Batman v Superman line. You got a portrait picture of the figure itself, as well as the cast and crew responsible for making it. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, get you guys their names for all the people responsible for making this. This figure is truly really good. I just wish that the articulation was a little bit better. So I'll show you guys the back of the box real quick, and then we'll get into the figure itself. And for the back of the box, you do have your various warnings, choking hazards and things like that, branding and all that kind of stuff. Nothing too special, so let's go ahead and get to the thing that we're all here for, the figure itself. So here's the figure himself, all lit up, pretty basic stance. Just wanted to give you guys a look at him, just to show you how tall he is. On his base, he is just about the same size as the box, a little bit shorter, but man, like I said guys, this figure is really nice. Got some great details in the armor, great details in the face plates. Just wish articulation was a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get the review started by jumping into articulation. Alright guys, so go ahead and starting off with the articulation. Let's get into the head. Now the head is on a basic ball joint. Really good range of motion left and right. Really good looking up as well as looking down. Now to pop that off to show you guys what that looks like underneath. This is a plastic piece that is not movable, no articulation. Don't try to remove it. So moving down to the arms, very limited when it comes to bending the elbow. That's about what you're gonna get. Let me spin this sideways. 90 degrees, not terrible, but don't force it because you don't want to break it. Very hard to move it. As for articulation up, that's about as high as you're getting his arm. Show you guys that. Not the best, especially coming with their grappling hook and the grenade launcher, so not the best. As for the legs themselves, pretty much none. That's about as high as you're going to get his foot up, if you guys can see that. But the knee does bend about that much, so you got a little bit more there. It is a double jointed knee. You have no ab crunch or waist movement due to the panels here. I wish the articulation was a little bit better, especially coming with the grappling hook launcher, the line launcher, whatever you want to call it, and the grenade launcher for posing reasons, but it's not the worst. Way better than the Michael Keaton Batman. So let's go ahead, get into the head sculpt. I'll switch out the faceplate, show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so here we are with the first faceplate on the head sculpt. As you guys can see, I have the eyes lit up. They kind of have that bluish tint to them. See the battle markings on the helmet itself. Now the detailing on the mouth itself is really good. You have Ben Affleck's little moly thing over there, whatever that is, his facial thing. You have, you know, nice stubble, get to see his teeth, and they actually look good. This is a more neutral looking face opposed to the other one that it comes with, the more aggressive. I really like this one. I actually like both of them. So likeness, I'm gonna probably give this a B. Would have liked to have seen maybe a battle damaged helmet like we saw, but you know, I'll get to that when we get to accessories. But this is this one. Let me go ahead and get into the next one. So here we are with the more aggressive faceplate. Now it is very easy to swap these out. They're just magnetized in. You just push them out. You don't need a tool or anything. And I'm not sure if I mentioned before, but installing the batteries is actually really easy. Super easy there, and you know, as you guys can see here, I do have the eyes lit up. I'll show you guys them without them lit up. Looks good either way, but you know, obviously you can't leave the lights on all the time. So let's go ahead and get into some of the accessories that it comes with. So as you guys can see, this is under the helmet. You guys do see where the batteries go and the little light switch to turn it on. Pretty easy to turn on and off. As you guys can see, that is on. It's got the lit up eyes. It's pretty good. And off. Looks pretty good as well. So let's go ahead and get into the accessories. Alright, so here's all the accessories that comes with the Armored Batman. You get the Kryptonite grenade launcher. It's the exact same grenade launcher that comes with the regular version. You get the line launcher that he uses to tie up Superman. You get a open grenade and a closed grenade. You get 7 pairs of hands as well. 2 fisted hands, a pair of relaxed hands, a trigger finger hand, a gesturing hand, and a hand to hold the line launcher. And just like all Hot Toys, you also get the instruction sheet that comes with all of them, so make sure you guys read that before you guys start playing with your figure. Now let's go ahead and get into the cape. Alright, so what I want to talk about next is the cape and how that is. Very good cape on this, way better than the regular versions. It's a little bit different though because it's kind of like 2 separate capes. I'm going to go ahead and turn them around and show you what I mean. So, let me go ahead. So what I mean by 2 separate capes is, as you guys can see, my hand can fit right in here. Very different. I haven't seen Hot Toys do anything like that. But it is really nice. You got a dirt effect. I'm not sure how well that's coming up on camera. Kind of tattered down at the bottom. Really nice texture. Really screen accurate to how it is. I want to also show you guys something on the front. Regarding the strap on the front here. Now this goes into the back of the cape. I don't know if you guys can see that. Not sure how well that'll get picked up. But, so be very careful. You can move this around. I actually had to move mine because my buckle was all the way up here, so I moved it down here. Just be real careful with it. Take your time moving it. Things like that. So, let's go ahead and get into my final thoughts. Some poses of the figure. So, yeah, let's go there. So before we get into some poses and my final thoughts of the figure, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a couple warnings on this figure. Make sure that you guys don't push this figure, you know, try to put it in a lot of dynamic poses because something could break. It's very stiff. If something feels like it's not going to move in that direction, my idea to you guys would be to not force it. Another thing is, if you're having trouble getting the gun into his trigger hand or the line launcher, what I recommend is getting a glass of hot water and resting those hands actually in that hot water for 45 seconds to a minute. Don't worry, none of the paint will come off. This just lets those hands kind of a little bit more pliable so you can get the gun and stuff, because if not, you guys could end up breaking your grenade launcher, your line launcher, because the hands are very tight and very bulky. But other than that, those are kind of the warnings that I wanted to give you guys. Let's go ahead and get into the stand real quick. So here's the stand. Just like the box, it falls in line with the rest of the Batman v Superman line. Do have the articulated bat symbol slash Superman symbol that can rest down flat, or you guys can pop it up. There's a little kickstand on the other side. You also have the chrome plaque reading Armored Batman, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Then go ahead and leading up top, you have the standard crotch grab. Comes with all these. I'm glad that we didn't get the, you know, dynamic stands or you know, anything like that. I like these. These seem a little bit safer to me. But if you guys are wondering, you can get about 3 of these stands in a DTOF. That's what I currently have in there right now. It's a little crowded, but it will work. So let's go ahead and get into some poses and final thoughts. So here we go with just kind of a basic stand next to him with the box. You know, just wanted to give you guys my overall thoughts on the figure. I think the figure is great. Highly recommend picking it up if you can get it. If not, probably won't miss it too much. There's some great detailing in the armor, face plates, things like that. Wish it came with a little bit more accessories. I would have liked to have a smirking faceplate, obviously the kryptonite spear, and or a little bit of battle damaged plates for the armor. But it is what it is. Maybe they'll come out with a battle damaged version. If they do, I probably won't pick it up because I like this one. So let's get into another pose. Alright, so as you guys can see, I swapped out the faceplates, added the kind of gesturing hand on the right hand. Now, posability for this is not good at all. That's about as high as you're getting. Its arm up, and I can't really do much with the fisted hand in the back. Can't really spread out his legs too much. So pretty much this figure is going to be used as a standing, kind of stoic looking figure, which I'm perfectly alright with because he's big, he's bulky, he's brooding. You know, I think that fits this figure the best. So let's get into one more pose. Alright, so this is about as dynamic I could kind of get him, and it's not the easiest thing to do. I got him holding one of the grenades, getting ready to load it into the grenade launcher. Go ahead and move this down so you guys can see that. I highly recommend soaking the hand in some hot water. Don't need to be boiling, just make sure that it is hot so that you know, it makes the gun a little bit easier to slide into his hand. That helped out a lot. So that's gonna pretty much do it for all the poses. I'll go and jump into that outro. Thank you guys for watching. So guys, that's gonna go ahead and bring this review to a close. Just wanted to give you my general outlook and thoughts on the figure. I really liked it. Like I said in the intro, you know, this is some Hot Toys' best work so far, but they still got some stuff to come. You know, this figure does have its pluses and minuses, but overall, it's a great figure. I highly recommend picking it up if you can get it for retail. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Be sure to go ahead and check out all of our future videos that are going to be coming, and all of our, you know, past videos that we've done in the past. Please, it means a lot to us if you guys hit that subscribe button. So like I said, we will see you guys on another Hot Toys review, movie review, or Nerd Block unboxing. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you guys for tuning in.